media. We're going to get you out of here well before the top of that. We'll give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Deliver Live Free Sports Picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. To deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us, we've got Zawacky with us in the Skype world with James in the Skype world together. We got Tony Brown as well as Jay. There we go with Pennant Raisin Jay Briggs with us in Titletown. And then, of course, I got Wayne, Big on McMordie, and we got Millz Young with us. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. Clark, McMordie, Brown, Zawacky, Young, Briggs, Scott, and I will close this one out. All right, we got handful from the NBA. We got 3 from college football. NFL game up tonight. Lots of hockey on the card today here on Wednesday. So let's get this one underway. Let's get started. We'll go to the Skype world and welcome in James Clark. You catch him over at Pick Dogs Swim. We'll bring in James right now. We're ready to roll here on the show. We'll get some NBA coverage here on this 4-game card. Get us started here with James Clark. Let's see if we can bring him in here in just a second. Ready to go with James. James, what's happening in the Skype world?
Not much, Tony. How are you today, buddy?
Everything's going great. All right, here we go. Tonight's NBA. We're looking at here as we got the Magic and Jazz going head-to-head here with the Magic favored here. We've seen this line kind of bounce around here. Magic minus 1.5, total 221.5.
Yeah, guys, you look at these two teams. Both these two teams are pretty young. Have been playing pretty good basketball in this young season. You look at the Jazz coming off a blowout win yesterday. And, the Magic has been in every game they played this year. This young team is tough, and they're going to be pretty good this year. And I like them tonight against the Magic. I like them on the money line here. Chop around, let's say at 115 all the way up to 130. But I really like the Magic here. Their defense, they're long. From top to bottom, they're at least 6'8", 6'10". All the way around, depends on who they got. They're a long team, a good shooting team, physical team. And, the Jazz, they're coming off of, like I said, a big blowout win yesterday against Memphis, which, Memphis has got a lot of players out. But the Jazz, I just think they're a little bit softer team. They like the three-point shot. They ain't so much physical inside. So I like the Magic to take it to them tonight and win it here on the money line.
All right, James says go Magic here, lay the 2, or now he says money line. He's there on the Magic side here, laying the 2 here against the Pistons in this one. Yeah, interesting to see here with this Jazz team. Not a whole lot of expectations last year, but they pretty much overachieved, right? Playing well. And, of course, pretty much both teams coming pretty much healthy in this one. One thing to note here about the Jazz, they do play very fast on that home court this year.
They do play very fast, and you was right on. They did overachieve last year. They come out. They was one of the hottest teams to bet last year, the way the Jazz was playing. They got Clarkson come in and play good ball. Larkin played good ball for them, and they got another few pickups this year. Collins inside. The Jazz is a pretty good team, but this Magic team, last year they struggled. But, you could see last year that this team could be good. A big team, like I said, the length is what I like here, and I think they win it here. I had it on the money line, -2. It don't matter. I think the Magic will win it pretty easy here in Utah.
All right, we got James here, Magic here, laying the 2 here against Utah is the game. This one tonight will have a start time here of 9 Eastern time. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Document for tonight's action. Of course, tonight we've got lots going on the board tonight here with NBA here. 4 games on the board. James took that victory lap, a good baseball season up there as well. 3 on the board, college football, NFL, NBA on the ice as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Docs Premium?
I got a 3-pack going on. I got the NFL game, play on the NFL, and 2 NBA plays that I really love. So, get that 3-pack after we go 3-0, upgrade 3-7 or 30 days. Or also, guys, I also got my 10-star NFL play a play that I really love. If you just want the NFL play, but grab them all three. So we go 3-0, and then after we go 3-0, you upgrade. Like I said, or like I say every time we're on the show, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do it by far. So team me up with any of them that's on the show or it's on the site, and we'll put some money in your pockets, guys.
That is right, guys. Got to go with James Clark over at Pick Dogs. Victory lap for that great baseball season for James. 3-pack up on the board. Long-term passes. You guys like those here. They got that 7-day pass. Got all of James Premium plays here for 7 days. All the NFL, college football this week, as well as NBA. And, of course, college basketball beginning on Monday. Pick is a promo code. Save that 15% off. All right, James, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again on tomorrow.
All right, Tony, I want to throw out a bonus pick that I like tonight in the NFL game is the D-Hop to catch 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
I think he had 3 last game. I think he comes out and gets 2 tonight, and it's plus 1,800. Got the rookie quarterback back there. I think he slings some to D-Hop, 2 touchdowns for plus 1,800. I'll take it.
James, look at that long shot. 2 touchdown passes. There you go. All right, James, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, appreciate you having me on the show, Tony. And I'll see y'all guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. James Clark here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue on here on the show. Up next, it's Big Al McMordie. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Hey, we're full of underdog long shot numbers today. I'll bring in at Big Al here right now. Catch him over at Pick Dogs. Big Al, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. Not much. Long shots. I've got a long shot winner for you.
Let's give it to us.
Yeah, you'll recall back in 2018, the Virginia Cavaliers were seeded number 1 in the men's tournament in basketball, and they became the first team to lose to a number 16 seed when Maryland Baltimore County upset them by 20 points. I still can't get over how many points they won that game by, as a 20.5-point underdog. So that following season, I had Virginia as my futures play at 22-1 odds, and primarily because I thought the ignominy of losing to a number 16 seed would serve as fuel, for Tony Bennett's men throughout that next season. And I thought it would catapult them to the national championship. And sure enough, the Cavaliers played great that year. They, were 29-3 entering the tournament. They were ranked as the number 1 team for much of that season. So that turned out to be great value for a 22-1 ticket. And then they won their 6 tournament games, and, I cashed the 22-1 ticket. The crazy thing is I never thought I would have that opportunity again. I never thought there'd be not only do you have to have a number 1 team lose to a number 16 seed, but then it also has to be a decent enough team the next year that has the ability to win a national championship. A lot of times the number 1 seeds, they aren't that good next year because they could graduate players or whatever. As luck would have it, Zach Edey's back with Purdue. I'm sure you recall Purdue lost as the number 1 seed last year to Fairleigh Dickinson. So, Zach Edey returned. They're returning 9 of their 10 rotation players. The only guy they're losing is, what's the guy's name? I forget the guy's name. Brandon Newman. And he averaged like 6 points and 3 rebounds and 1 assist a game. So he's, a guy they can definitely absorb the loss of Newman. They're bringing in 2 other guys. They're bringing in this guy, Miles Colvin. He's a 6'6" guard. He's got NBA potential. And then they're also having a transfer from Southern Illinois. I don't know much about this guy. His name's Lance Jones. He averaged 13.8 points per game last year for the Salukis. But they're going to be good. Purdue's ranked number 3 in the preseason. I like Matt Painter as a coach. In the regular season, he's always been great. He's just struggled in the postseason. But I think that could change this year. And I got down on this, back in July at 17-1. The line, or the odds now are down to 15-1 at BetMGM. So do your shopping. If you want to get the best number, go to BetMGM, and you can get Purdue at 15-1 to win the national championship. But I think it's going to be a great value. And, you need to get a little lucky in the tournament. But I think they're going to have a fighting shot to get a number 1 seed going into the tournament. And at that point, you just have to hope you can win 6 games.
There you go. Big Al here on Purdue, 15-1 to win into the tournament. Get it right away because Big Al and Ken Palm align equally because Purdue sits top of his ranking.
What does Ken say?
It's just an efficiency.
But it's different to say someone's at the top of your rank.
Ranked. Yeah, he's got him top on his he's got him topped in efficiency margin. And when you go to the homepage, the team is ranked 1, Kansas 2, Houston 3, UConn 4, Gonzaga 5.
Yeah, I mean, Anyway, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I never thought I'd have this opportunity again. I feel like, it's not house money because it's in my pocket, but you feel like you're playing with a little house money after you cash a 22-1 ticket. And I even made more than 22 because I was pressing Virginia every single round of the tournament. I would be betting on them to win straight up every single round. So
there's no hedging in Big Al. There's no hedging with Big Al.
No hedging.
What's your thought on hedging? Now that we brought it up, because
I think it's horrible. Because what happens is people hedge when they're sitting on good bets. So if you've got a positive EV bet, and it's hard to make if you've got a really good bet, let it ride, because what people end up doing is they make negative EV bets as a hedge, and I don't like making negative EV bets. If I'm sitting on a good ticket, I'm letting it ride. That's the whole point. That's what you wanted to begin with when you made the futures bet. Or you could say, I'll give you an example. This is not even a futures bet. It could just be a game, right? What was the game the other day? I had a client call me. We were winning a game pretty big. The Atlanta Hawks against Milwaukee.
Okay.
They're plus 7.5. They're winning the game by something like 19 or 20 points, and it was at halftime or something. And he texted me and he said, should I hedge and take, whatever it was, Milwaukee Bucks at plus 13 or whatever the stupid number was. I was like, no, you've got Atlanta plus 7.5. They're winning the game by 19. That's what you want. You don't make a bad bet. That now you're throwing bad money after good. You just let these things ride. It's just, people will always make the wrong decisions when they hedge. They'll, fall prey to their emotions, and they'll, Anyway, that's just my theory. I have a pretty strong opinion on it, but people can do what they want to do.
They can do, exactly. All right, Big Al McMordie here. Purdue 15-1 to win NCAA tournament for 2024. All right, Big Al, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. A little bit of everything from NFL to college football to NBA to NHL. We got through with baseball. Good results over the last 7 days. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I've got 2 plays in the NBA. Yesterday I was 2-1 in the NBA, off to a 12-4 start in basketball. And I'm up over the last 3+ years, 139.7 net gains after the juice in basketball. So, don't fall asleep on the early season NBA. It's a really good time to be betting basketball. I've got 1 play in hockey. It's my first hockey play of the season. And I've got 3 plays in the NFL. I've got 1 play in college football, and then I'll be working tonight. I should be able to hopefully have my Saturday college football card posted overnight.
All right, here you go from Big Al. Get on board with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs. See great results from Big Al over the past 7 days. Of course, your best value right now with all these sports overlapping is going with the long-term pass. Why not that 30-day pass? Get all Big Al's premium plays for 30 days. That's all his NFL. That will get you through much of the college football through December 1st. As well as NBA when he's in action in college basketball. That's also part of it. So lots of action coming up here those early round tournaments, college basketball. So get on board with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs. How much action do you get involved in the non-conference Big Al with college basketball?
A lot.
Okay.
That doesn't mean on Monday, but it means over the first 2 months of the November, December. It'll be in. Yeah, we'll have a lot of plays. Last year in college basketball, let me see what the record was. Something crazy.
Yeah,
I know overall I had over 900 plays in NBA and college basketball combined. So my guess, I'm just guessing, I probably had at least 100 plays through the first 2 months, if not more. But I could be wrong. It's been a while.
Big Al documented Pick Dogs 2,146 units of profit over at Pick Dogs College Basketball. That was a leader there at Pick Dogs in college hoops last year. Pretty good results there. And of course, now early, we get these November, December games, a lot of neutral court sites.
Yeah. a lot of neutral court sites, a lot of tournaments where you can take advantage of some stuff, especially when they play back to back without rest. There's a lot of good situations. So I think I should have a lot of plays. Yeah, in the around Thanksgiving, we should have a lot of good situations pop up.
Get that 38 pass. And of course,
sorry, what tournament?
No, I was telling everybody you get a good chance to get 38 pass, but you also have, for some of the bigger better out there with the big bankrolls, that all access.
Yeah, it's been very popular. We've had a lot of response to it. I'm working with Eric over at the and Costi, and just text Big Al to, if I can remember the phone number, 775-636-7676, I think is the number. And you get all the plays, you get them rated 1 through 10, or I should say 10 through 1, because 10-star would be the highest rating. And for the month of November, based on the ratings, we were up $99,000. So if you could put 1,000 on a 1-star, 5,000 on a 5-star, etc. So we're up 99,000 for the month of November, and it's not for everybody. It's for guys who can handle the high volume. I could have 10 plays on a day, 13 plays on a day, 14 plays on a day. So you need to be able to, or you need to be comfortable with betting high volume, and you need to be betting 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 a game. And if you can, and if you're interested, just text Big Al to 775-636-7676.
There you go. Get in touch with Big Al and get on board. All right, Big Al, as always, great having a show. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you again next week. But we can always catch up with you as well on the weekend shows and on the live show on the NFL.
Yeah. We it's every day here. So, so tomorrow morning, or no, what's today? Oh, today's Thursday. Yeah, Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. And I usually pop in and do a jam session with Jay Briggs every Friday as well. So that's usually Friday around 4 p.m. Eastern. We usually do a live show. So I'll see Jay tomorrow. If Jay comes out of his stupor after winning the World Series, maybe Jay's out in Hawaii right now. Who knows where Jay is?
Spending that money on that's right. Spend that money as he hits the future. All right, Big Al. Have a great night, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks so much. All right.
You got it. Big Al McMordie here on the drive-through. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Just logged in my Ken Palm right now. I'm looking at some of the matches here for games here for Saturday for the Monday here, and right off the board right now the fan match shows up. Number one matchup here is going to be USC and Kansas State. So that's the one that shows up as the number one game. That will be a TNT game, 10 Eastern time. True TV at 4:30 Eastern time has Georgia and Oregon going off. This is in T-Mobile Center. So we got a pretty good card over in T-Mobile here. Those are the two marquee matchups here for college basketball here on Monday. So the two teams that show up, USC, Kansas State, Georgia, and Oregon. Those two nationally televised. So we got TNT and True TV. Get into college basketball. Wow. All right. I didn't know TNT and True TV were college hoops, but those are the two marquee matchups. And after that, it kind of there's a big drop in quality. A huge drop in quality here as I go through it here. Let's see. I saw a game on Fox 1 here. What did Fox 1 have? I think it was a San Diego State. They got Robert Morris Xavier on Fox 1. Xavier's on a lot. Let's see. That's one. Aaron Merrill. Nope. That's again. Some of those games on Fox 1 are pretty nasty. Let's see here. Let's see if we have anything else to mention here. No, not too hot. Not too hot. Yeah, it's going to be slim pickings in quality, guys. Pretty slim pickings. Let's see. Cal State, Fullerton, San Diego State. That kind of gets up there in the fan, higher in the fan graph here, as far as quality of play. But I'm gonna tell you, after USC, Kansas State, Georgia, Oregon, the next quality matchup would be Akron, South Dakota State, Bradley, UAB, then Princeton and Rutgers. And then there's a huge drop-off after that. So there you go for your Monday games. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time for Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's bring him in right now, as we're already looking here at college basketball for Monday. Time to get started, to start looking at these teams. Let's go ahead and bring in Tony Brown, Las Vegas, now at home of the UNLV Rebels. We'll see how the Rebels football team's playing well this year. We'll see what the college basketball team does here as the season starts. Bring him in, Tony Brown. Ready to roll with Tony. Tony, what's happening?
I'm good. How you doing out there?
I'm doing great. All right, here we go. We go to the ice in Vegas. Jets and Golden Knights going head-to-head. We see Golden Knights short favorite here, total of 6.
Yeah, I don't understand why we keep getting so good odds, but you never look a gift horse in the mouth. There's been 10 games played so far. We won 9 of them. That's the most in the league, 9 wins, and we only lost 1. That was an overtime loss to Chicago, which I think that was more of a lack of focus on us, just thinking they're going to play like Chicago always does and be like a basement team, and they actually turned out to beat us. Other than that, they've been absolutely flawless on both sides of the ice. They're scoring 4+ goals a game. No team has scored over 3 goals on us in the whole season, all 10 games. 3 goals is the most we've given up. We had a couple shutouts. Everybody's scoring. We're passing the puck around. It's literally, if you were looking for a championship hangover, you're not going to find it with the Knights. And we're looking just as good as we did last season, if not better. There's no need to even really at this point, you're just betting on the Knights going to win, or are they going to win on the puck line? Is it going to be a big win? -130, I don't even think we should lay that juice. Let's get some plus money, and I think the Knights win this one by 2. We just played them 2 weeks ago up in New York, and up in Winnipeg, and we absolutely, the Winnipeg, we absolutely knocked them out 5-3. We went on the road and got the puck line victory. Tonight, back at home, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I like the Knights to get a win by 2. They're giving us a puck line plus money victory tonight.
All right, we got Tony Brown here on the puck line here with the Vegas Golden Knights. What a start they're off to. When you look at them against the spread, 9-1 as well.
Right, that's why I said at this point you're only asking, are they going to win, or are they going to win by 2? The Chicago thing was an anomaly. That was just, like I said, we had played them previously. We knocked them out. I kind of think we just fell asleep at the wheel. But every game that we played and tried, we absolutely dominated. 9-1, both straight up and ATS.
Yeah, it's the Stanley Cup champs off to a flying start here. Remember, last year was a totally different situation with injuries and goaltending question marks.
Exactly. And then, like I said, not only that, you always, with every sport, the championship hangover, you know what I mean? And now that teams are gunning for you, they're giving the extra effort because you're the champs. Usually look for a slower start. Or even if you don't have a slow start, just a decent start. 9-1, 0-1, because this is hockey. 9-0-1 is, you couldn't ask for more, except 10-0, and nobody's perfect.
I got to ask you this question after the change with the Raiders, because you're out there in Raiderland. What's the feel about the head coach next year?
Literally, that coach sent the buzz through ESPN all the way to the city. You know what I mean? We already knew who Pierce was from back in his Giants days. He was one of those type of players or whatever. But I think this is exactly what the Raiders needed, like a kick in the butt. Seriously, I think McDaniels just was... Me personally, I've been telling you about McDaniels for a while. I didn't even like the hire. I think he's a fake Bill Belichick. But I think Pierce will go in there and tell these players right to their face, let's get to it. And the first step, benching Jimmy G, you know what I mean? I think it's a change in the Raider Nation, and I think it's finally about time we're going to stop being the laughingstock of the league.
Yeah, having a head coach without play calling, I never like that when head coaches just take too much control of the offense. You're supposed to be overseeing the whole team. So there we go with Tony Brown here on the Golden Knights puck line. Lay the puck in half plus 178 against the Jets to have a start time tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. A little bit of everything. The NFL games up on the board tonight. 3 from college football for Thursday. We also have some NBA on the board. A big card NHL. Tony Brown up to a hot start right now in NFL. Also showing great profit for the last 3 days, last 7 days, yesterday. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's a huge card tonight, but there was a lot of good plays, so we have a lot of good picks out there. I have a triple play in the NHL. We swept the board in the NHL last night and went 3-0. Tonight going to be more of the same. I love the Knights card in the NHL. Then I also have 2 plays in the NBA. We got the Thursday night football card and a very rare Thursday college football game. I usually don't do the college games in the middle of the week or whatnot, but I seen to me, I think the bookies made a mistake. I won't be surprised if they change this number later on or something. I actually think it's a mistake, but if this is the line and this is the play, we're going to cash that one big. So we got 7 big plays. You can grab them individually. I got them all bundled up in packages, and break your bookie big tonight.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs. Premium, great results here from Tony Brown, NFL for the year. But, of course, take a look at the last 30 days, last 7 days. Yesterday, a monster performance. And, of course, Tony Brown hot out of the gate from the NHL. 933 units of profit NHL this year, off last year's 1728 units. Tony Brown, as we told you for the years that we've been doing this, man, always been red hot on the ice, Tony Brown.
Yeah, I mean, hockey is what I do. If you haven't been getting in on the hockey plays, you got to be under a rock or something. I don't know. It's not been just like a fluke or a flash in the pan. I've been doing hockey since 2014, and we've been doing it well. And again, we're already at the top in units. We're at the top in units in the NFL. It's sports. It's sports betting. It's what I do. And if you want to make some money betting sports, you really can't afford not to grab my place.
That's right. Tell me about that 1 year pass you have.
The VIP 1 year pass is one of the best passes in sports betting, as you can see by yourself. And you never have to take my word for anything. That's the greatest thing about this site. All our plays are timestamped, dated, rated. The transparency is right there. We're picking up units in all the leagues. So if you have to pay for all of those leagues, all of those plays individually, it can get expensive. With my VIP year, you get every single pick I release. There's no upselling, playoffs, World Series, championship, Super Bowl. Every pick I release from every league for a full year, not just a season, a full VIP year, 365 days of plays for one low price.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Tony Brown over at Pick Dog Room. Check out that 1 year VIP. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off, right? Tony Brown, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, I always appreciate being here, and I'll see you guys next week.
See you next week. Tony Brown here on the Drive-Thru. Let's continue on here on the show. Up next, Rod Zawacky. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Got him in the Skype world today. We'll bring him in. Fill in today for Rod. I think we're ready to roll with Rod. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much, Tony. Getting ready for today's Lord action. I'm excited. We got some NFL. We got some NHL. Love that play from Tony Brown. So
you like that one? The way that, yeah. I mean, they can't. They just keep hitting on that puck line.
They just keep rolling along, right? That cup hangover? No cup hangover for Vegas. They hoisted the cup. And they're like, all right, on to the next. We want to win it back to back. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to take it back to back. Let's get to Rod's game here. We'll find it here. Here we go tonight. Devils and Wild going head to head here as we see the Devils favored shortly, minus 111. We see the total 6.5.
Yeah, you look at this one here. Should be a good battle between two really bad defenses. Both these defenses bottom of the league. Minnesota being the worst of them all, giving up over 4 goals a game. And guess who gets the start? Bust the Gus getting the start for this Wild team. And you know what? He started off the season with a great start, and everything looked like it was going to be bright and good for Bust the Gus. But ever since then, well, it's not. It's come off the rails. He's given up. He's got a 5.45 goals against average. He's got an .853 save percentage. Philip Gustafsson, since the start, has been awful. Vitek Vanacek's getting the start here for the Devils. And you look, he's 4-2 on the season with a 3.44 goals against. He's been so shaky at times, but he's been getting wins for these Devils. Devils winners of 4 of the last 5. Well, this Wild team has been struggling to find wins. 1 win in their last 6 games, and it's not getting any better. 0-6 versus the Metro Division. Devils 5-1 off of 3 days rest. Road team 8-3 of the last 11 meetings. Devils, this is the first half of a back-to-back, and they want to make a statement and get this win. I think they easily beat up on this Wild team who's struggling. It looks like Matt Boldy probably get the start back here again. So you throw in a new guy into the lineup, and that usually messes things up, especially in hockey. Teams start to gel, and they get used to the guys that are playing, and then you throw a new guy into the mix. It's going to take a game or two for Matt Boldy to get acclimatized with the team, and everything starts to gel again. And right now, nothing's gelling for Minnesota. Beat the Devils in this one. I like them on the puck line. As Tony said, why not take that grab of a nice plus money? I think they beat up the Wild here.
All right, there we go. Here from we got Rod here on the Devils puck line. Lay the puck in a half plus 205 consensus line. You can find up to plus 216. Do your line shopping. Get the best number. Yeah, Minnesota's been sitting around for a little bit of while here after that road trip where they just got pounded. I mean, it's been rough going here for this Wild team. You said last year this was a team that got off to a cold start but came on late in the season.
Yeah, you look at this one. The same thing happened last year to the Wild. Just as I said before, they start off the season giving up goals in bunches and bunches and struggled to find wins and just can't find their footing defensively. But they turned it around slowly as the season progressed last season. Can they do it again this season? Yet to be seen. We'll find out. I'm hoping not. I think they get beat handily by this Devils team. Young, gritty, fast skaters. It's a long night for the Wild.
You know, and one thing to note here, if you're looking at totals, my goodness, look at the overruns for both of these teams.
And in the video, that's what I took the over. So I like goals early and often. This one, I got this at like probably a 7-4 final here for the Devils. That's what somebody says. Can I trust the Devils to pull away? Yes, I can trust the Devils to pull away because Philip Gustafson's in net. And he's given up 6 goals a game almost since his he had a great start to the year. He had 1 game after that. He hasn't been good at all. Giving up 4 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals. Yeah, not good. Wild, or the Devils take advantage. Wild are in trouble here at home. Begging you to take him at that plus 100 price. They're like, come on, don't you want that little bit of plus money? No, not doing it.
Yeah, get the big one here.
On the puck line.
On the puck line. Series history, 17 of 29 have gone over the total between these two. Rod here on the puck line. Any player prop or team prop you see on the board tonight on this big hockey board?
You know what? I like what Tony had before. Make that a 2-team parlay. Not much of a prop guy, but if you want a prop, guess who's going to be playing in action tonight? We're going to pair it up. We're going to be another 2-teamer. I'm going to take, you got to go with Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Both got an anytime goal tonight.
There you go. Rod Zawacky there. All right, Rod here on the record on the night tonight here with the puck line on the Devils against the Wild, 8 Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. Of course, up on the board tonight, we've got NBA, we got college football, NFL game up there. Rod, fantastic results. NFL, college football combined records this year. Doing great work. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And over Pick Dogs Premium tonight, I got my NHL top shelf triple. You know, my 3 plays that I love in tonight's NHL. Had scooped that up over there. And then I've got my NFL 10-star play of the day. Absolutely love tonight's Thursday nighter. And as you can see, Dime Better's up over 65 units here in the NFL. So let's continue to crush the bookies. Your best bet is to grab that longer pass. Grab a week. You'll get me right on through the start of college hoops as well. So you'll get NFL. You'll get college football on the Saturday. We've got lots of hockey action. And college hoops starts Monday. So definitely, plus the NBA, lots of action there. And that's the way to go. Grab something long term. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. Save 15% off all your purchases over there.
You got
at
it from Rod. Got it from Rod. Get on board. Long term is the way to roll. With all these sports overlapping, college basketball, we just gave you a rundown of the 2 marquee matchups for Monday. So get on board with Rod Zawacky long term. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. Thanks for coming in. We'll catch up with you again on Steak Friday, but we can catch up with you every day with those hockey videos.
Yeah, definitely like, subscribe. That way you get notified when those hockey videos drop and you can get the best of the number with us. Only 2 games tomorrow, but they'll definitely be dropped shortly. You can definitely check those out. And if you haven't checked out the ones today, definitely go check those out. All load tonight. And plus I got a 2-team parlay there that I absolutely love. Go ahead and check it out.
Check it out indeed. So you can count on Rod with those hockey videos. All right, Rod, have yourself a great night. Thanks for coming in today, and we'll catch up with you on Steak Friday.
Definitely have yourself a good night, Tony. Good luck with your bets, everybody here at Pick Ducks. Appreciate everybody. Catch you tomorrow. Steak Friday.
Steak Friday indeed. Rod Zawacky here on the drive through. Let's continue on. We got NFL coverage up next. We'll bring in Millz Young. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Stream. City was going to drop in some props as well. So let's get Millz in here right now. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Stream. One of the fight guys here covering UFC, but also well-rounded in all the sports, as you know. We'll bring him in right now. We'll be ready to roll here with Millz Young. I think we're set to go. I think we'll bring Millz in right now. Here we go. Millz, how's it going?
What's going on, Tony? How's everybody doing today?
Everything's going great. Going great today. A great afternoon here in Southern California. Fall weather. We get nice little sunshine for about 4 hours, then it cools off considerably. But anyway, I'll take it. Titans Steelers tonight. We saw your boys go in there and take care of the Steelers. We'll see what they have left here. Steelers going to be laying 3 in this one. We see the total of 37.
Yeah, man. When you look at the games, you got to kind of look at it and see Who the Titans been playing recently? Who's the Steelers been playing recently? And I look at it like this, man. The Steelers, they got some good wins. And their losses ain't bad teams that they lost to. I mean, to get a win over the Ravens, to get a win over the Cleveland Browns when they had Deshaun Watson at the time, I think their only losses to the 49ers, the Bengals, and I think the Jaguars, three good teams that they all lost to. On the flip side, though, the Tennessee Titans, we don't know what's been going on with them. We just seen they made a substitution at quarterback. Before that, last week, everybody was up on the trade block. Now, nobody got traded. So it's the same team. In other words, they're not that good. They maybe have got to upgrade at quarterback. So, I'll give them that. But the Steelers, they've been tested for a long time now, man. When it comes down to 4 wins, 3 losses in their division, I think Mike Tomlin never had a losing season. I don't think that they're going to get one on this year. They got some issues at quarterback, if Pickett's going to play or not. Either way it go, I got to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers on the money line on this one. The Tennessee Titans got that win last week against my Atlanta Falcons, but they gave the Atlanta Falcons plenty of times to get that opportunity to come back in. So I'm going to be looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers on the money line as my best bet.
All right, we got Millz says money line here on these Steelers tonight here against the Tennessee Titans. And anybody who's followed football knows that it's very hard to win in Pittsburgh. Now you're asking a rookie quarterback here in his second start, and it's also his first short week. So there's a lot going against this Levis kid tonight.
Yeah, not just that. I think Cameron Hayward's back for the defense for the Steelers out there. Now, I did some little digging deep on this, all right? So these teams played 44 times going back to when they were even the Houston Oilers. Out of those 44 times, the Steelers won 27 times. Out of the last 4 years, the Steelers won 4 of those games. So they definitely have the Titans number on there, too. So, just digging deep in the stats, I found that. So that's something I like to see. Mike Vrabel, he's a good coach, but he doesn't put his stamp on any team. This is the same guy that let go of A.J. Brown. Come on now, man. I can't trust them from there. The Steelers, on the other hand, they only had one coach since Bill Cowher, and that's this guy. So you already know how they're running over there with the Rooney family. So I'm going to be looking at the Steelers on the money line. A player prop that I like in this one is my boy Deontay Johnson, over 5 receptions. Last game out, he had 11 targets, 8 receptions on the year. He's one of those guys to where he's always out there like a Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, and at 4.5 receptions or 5, that's something I got to put my money on in this game. And then I heard Rod talking about the hockey games earlier. He didn't have a player prop. I got one for you guys, so let's see if he likes it in the chat. My boy Quinn Hughes, for Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver Canucks is putting on a good performance this year. I think they're like 6-2 and 6-3. I'm taking Quinn Hughes over 2.5 shots on goal. He's hit that 6 of his last 6 games out there at 100% clip.
There you go. From Millz, giving some extra props up there. Also, we're getting some people in the chat room saying look for the Pittsburgh running backs to catch some passes out of the backfield here tonight.
Man, thank you for bringing it up. My boy Warren, over 2.5 receptions. Shop for your props right here. That's what I got on there, man. He's been one of those guys to where he's getting those receptions out that backfield more than Najee Harris. Najee Harris used to be that guy last year getting about 2.5 to 3 receptions. Warren is money. He only had 1 game this year to where he didn't have 2 or more receptions, and that was last week. Yes, I love Joe. I forget his first name, but I love Warren over 2.5 receptions.
There you go, from Millz here, NFL Talk. Just here on what you know very well, UFC. What are we looking for UFC this weekend?
Man, so this week, man, we got a lot of chalk-heavy cards coming out this week. It's going on in UFC Brazil. It's going to be Derek Lewis headlining, taking on Jauton Almeida in the main event. You got about 13 fights going on. I just put out the UFC series. It should be up in the next hour or two. But yeah, 13 fights to go over. I went over all of them for you guys. It's going on Saturday night in Brazil, going on 3 p.m. Pacific time. Can't wait, man. I got a lot of plays that I got going to be written up on the site later on tonight.
There you go, from Millz. So let's take a look over at Pick Dog for nice action. Millz, we know we have the NFL. We got college football, 3 games up there. NBA as well, some action on the ice. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, man, I got my best college football bet up there for you guys to go ahead and get you guys paid. Man, baseball playoffs kind of beat me up, that Philly series. Yeah, man, it was just one side. You think you got this side this way, So yeah, man, I got beat up by baseball to end my year on that one. But besides that, though, I got my college football bet up there. It's Thursday, so you might as well get that 3-day pass. Get you everything included: college football, NFL, and MMA. Hey, and NBA, you can't go wrong. Shop for your props and see what we got up there for the video selection for you guys too.
That's right, guys. Got both Millz Young over at Pick Dogs Premium. As he mentioned, good time to get that 3-day pass here. All the football, NFL, college football, NBA action up there as well. And of course, you get those UFC picks on the weekend here, the Brazil UFC. So great time to get on board with that 3-day pass. Remember the promo code PICK, save that 15% off. Multi-capper promotions save you even greater value there, right? Millz, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again next week, but we can always catch up with you daily with those prop videos. Very popular feature over at Pick Dogs.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mitch for giving us the new intro, man. A lot of people's liking the intro over there. We've been killing it, so I try to put them out like 9 p.m. Pacific every morning time. I go over everything, man. I covered hockey when no sports was going on, and to be honest, right now, my hockey props is hitting at a 73% chance, and I'm only giving out about 1 or 2, and they've been money on them. Besides that, yeah, I go over about 4 NFL props and about 4 to 5 NBA props, and then whatever else I like on the NHL ice. So yeah, you guys can't miss out on that. Besides that, I got my weekly MMA series coming out usually on Wednesdays. Came out Thursday this time. Bet with me. Can't go wrong, man. It's the time to get on over here at Pick Dogs. We got a lot of stuff going on.
There you go, guys. Got on board with Millz Young over at Pick Dogs Premium. I use that promo code PICK, save that money, and of course check them out on the YouTube videos here and subscribe. So when Millz drops those videos, you get them in real time. All right, Millz, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you next week.
Hey, Tony. You thought I was singing that song, huh? Tony. I got one more before we go, man.
We got it.
Check this out. Anytime touchdown, Derrick Henry. Of course, I'm playing that, but I'm playing him get 2 touchdowns this game. It's out plus 800.
There you go, Derrick Henry. We like some scoring here tonight. You like some scoring in that game tonight. All right, Millz, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week. Got it. Millz Young here on the drive-through. All right, let's continue on. Next up, we're going to go here and bring in Jay. Jay from Titletown right now, Texas, Arlington, Texas. Texas gets a winner there with their Texas Rangers coming through in the clutch. They got the job done. Let's bring in Jay right now. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll get him in here in just a second here. Ready to roll with Jay. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T,
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. They got the job done. World Series. They got it done as champs should do. In the closeout game, you closed it out. Didn't have to go back and play in Texas. They got it done there. Probably better keep all the family and friends away. Just to celebrate there in Arizona. But easier and easier. But anyway, we go over to the NBA. NBA TV tonight. Remember, no TNT on Thursday until the NFL's done. wait till we get to no more NFL on Thursday. Then you'll get those Thursday nights. So we got Tuesday at TNT right now. But NBA TV has Spurs and Suns going head to head. They should just put this on TNT, man. Some of these Thursday night NFL games, I'd rather have these on TNT. But anyway, Suns here laying 9.5 total, 228.5.
Yep. We just saw this game the other night. The fourth quarter was, one of the best thus far this season. Hell of a comeback from the Spurs in that one. The thing is throughout the full course of the game, I felt like the Suns were head and shoulders the better team. They were dominating it for most of the game and kind of took their foot off the gas. After that embarrassing loss like that, national TV, everybody laughing at them on Twitter, calling them soft. I don't see them taking their foot off the gas tonight. I think they put the pedal to the metal and blow out the San Antonio Spurs tonight. It's the Suns at the crib. They're getting healthier. It looks like Devin Booker may be back in the lineup tonight. I think that pick and roll with him is going to be deadly, finding Kevin Durant off the switch. I look for the Suns to win this thing fairly comfortably tonight.
All right, we got Jay here taking the Suns fairly comfortably. But this lost your image there, but we still see your image edge, your webcam software rolling. Jay here on the Suns. I'll lay the number here, 9 and 9.5. We'll take a look to see if there's any 9s. 9.5 is where it's at. I'm seeing a 10 now in the sharpest book in Vegas. So the sharp money is moving Jay's way here on this game. Question mark still here on Booker. Let me see if I get any update. We know Beal Lee out. Let's see what we find out here from Booker in this spot. But one thing we do know about the Spurs is, we're seeing better offense, but I'm not seeing that defense getting any better.
Yeah, there's some validity to that, but And it's probably going to be a problem from them down the stretch. I just don't think that the Spurs tonight are going to be able to take advantage of that necessarily. They did down the stretch, of course, last game, but I mainly think last game was the Suns taking their foot off the gas. I had San Antonio that game. I'm flipping this side. I think the Suns go full pedal to the metal.
Full pedal to the metal tonight. There's still going to be a question mark here for Booker dealing with that toe injury. Jay here on the Suns laying the 9 against the Spurs tonight at 10 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, we do have NBA on the board, 4-game card. We've got lots of action on the ice. We got NFL. We got college football. Jay, off to a really good start here in the NFL this season. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
I got 2 money-making plays for you guys tonight. I got one in the NBA, one in the NFL. So you guys can hop on either one of those at Pick Dogs Premium. Or best thing to do, hop on something long-term. We're in the middle of the NBA, middle of the NFL. Baseball just finished up, but we still got college football, college basketball right on the horizon. It's the best time to hop on something long-term. Scoop it up over at Pick Dogs Premium.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. Good start in NFL. So get on board with Jay tonight on the board. He's got his premium place for you. Of course, remember that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. And, of course, the long-term passes will serve you well. 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all those premium plays for that time period you select. When you go to his handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, Jay. I know you also just introduced a new product as well.
Yes, I did. My All Access. You guys can text the number. Same number as Big Al, same number as the Dime Club, and you can scoop up my All Access Club. You get all my games rated. It's for the bigger bettors out there, the guys that have asked for this service. So if it's for you, it's for you. If not, you guys can still watch the gym session, or you guys can still scoop up my premium plays over at the site.
All right, so get on
board.
Sorry,
I do a lot of content. My camera, I guess, is just
it's tired. A lot of content. All right, Jay, get some rest, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Tony T, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Jay Briggs here on the drive through. Let's continue on here. Got a game starting about, let's see, Sixers and Raptors start top of the hour, so it's time to bring in Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dodge Spring. We'll bring Wayne in right now. I think we're set to go here in just a second. We'll bring him in. Wayne Scott. Wayne, what's happened? Just go to the game here.
All right, that's a bet. Yeah, we got the Phillies versus the Raptors. We've seen this game a couple of days ago. Phillies got the win, 114-107. My man James was gonna come on here and give out the Toronto, but I was on the side. Now I'm saying that because I like Toronto as well, but I came out here to give out the under, man. This Toronto team is a very tough team, man, and not only are they very tough, they're 5th in defensive efficiency, and they're a good rebounding team. And so I don't see a lot of second chance possessions from Philly. The game that they played last time, it went over, but it went over barely. And a lot of the scoring for the Philly was done by Embiid and Maxey. I don't know how sustainable that's going to be. Maxey went 7 for 9. I do not for 3 last game. I do not expect him to shoot that well. And their bench is going to have to come along. Their bench is going to have to come along eventually for them to keep sustaining this high offensive output. A low size, so I don't think their offense is as good as they've been putting up. They just haven't faced too many players outside of that Raptors game, beating the Trailblazers and the Bucks. Bucks showing they don't have much defense. But in this game right here is going to show me how good their offense is, replaying the Raptors, getting a second shot. And I like the under here. We know the Raptors can't score a lot, and they come with defense. Not only that, both of these teams are slower in pace. Raptors 30th last in pace, and I believe Philly wants to push the ball, but you can only go as fast as Embiid. So when Embiid's on that floor, their best shot is to get it to him in the half court. With all that being said, we have a low total. We have a low total for a reason. I like the under in this one.
All right,
the team also faced one last thing. They faced off a lot last season, in 22-23 season, and it was 4-6 to the under. So lot bigger chance for it to go under.
All right, Wayne here, 76ers and Raptors under total here of 215. Raps here on back-to-back, and as we said before with this Raptors team, it's all defense here for this team, and the way they're smothering teams this year, they are holding teams down to just 42% shooting, less than 30% from 3.
Yes, sir, and they're doing that with depth too. These guys off the bench are coming. Not only are their starters got a lot of defense, but these guys off the bench are coming in and they're getting into the system. And on the other side of that, they're still the same Raptor team, averaging about 103, just not scoring the amount you need. So they have to play defense to win games until they bring that scoring up. I believe they make it an ugly game, and we see the under in this one.
All right, there we go here from Wayne says the under in this one. Note here on this Detroit, we've seen a big line move on this Detroit Pelicans team. News came out earlier this afternoon. We know Ingram's out, but also Zion hit the injury list out today.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for them. I mean, it'll get their bench guys some more playing time, but as far as just them winning the game, definitely tougher without Zion and Ingram. Those are kind of the anchors on there. McCollum done got a few victories like this last year by himself and getting the other guys together, but this early in the season, I think is going to be hard for him to do without those guys in there with him. Just missing a lot of defense and offense on both sides. Those are both two-way players, so you want to see them in the lineup if you betting on the Pelicans.
Yep, alongside McCollum, Herbert Jones, Larry Nance, Hawkins, Valanciunas, we know, and of course the bench. Cody Zeller found a home. Well, he had a hard time with those Clippers. Dyson Daniels, Matt Rhino, you'll be your top two off the bench today. So key injuries here. We saw what happened.
I was just gonna say, not bad options. Some of those guys you're naming to be missing. So I definitely wouldn't just run away from the Pelicans, but it'll make me feel a lot better if Ingram and Zion was on there. But they got some guys, as Tony was naming, some outcast guys that come on and play good. Your Larry Nance's, your young guys like Dyson Daniels. They got Liddell. Got Ohio State guy coming off an injury. They got some. They still got some guys on the Pelicans team.
Yeah, they do. And, of course, Durant is the one that's questionable here for Detroit. Burke's still questionable. Bogdanovich, Livers, Morris are out. So they've been out for the entire season pretty much so far. All right, but on the record here, 76ers Raptors under 215. This one starts in about 10 minutes. This is game one of the NBA TV doubleheader. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight, we have action here from the NBA. We also have action here from the ice, as well as action from college football, NFL. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium as you take that victory lap, finishing a really good baseball season?
Yes, sir. I was on the under yesterday. Texas with the 5-0 win. I definitely love the in baseball season with a win. Just dug my way out of a little hole, but stay consistent and look to continue to do that with the rest of these sports here. But for the night, I got one play in NBA. Didn't really love a lot. Good card all in all, but just didn't really love a lot for me to pull the trigger past the one NBA I got. But if you want to get on that one NBA bet that I am on tonight, go to pickdogs.com, hit that premium section, and jump on that one with me. Also, like these guys have been saying, man, the weekend's coming up. That's the best time to grab something long-term and continue in the cash with these multiple sport days. I do play a little bit of the NHL, NFL this weekend, college football, college basketball on the way. So check me out long-term as well, and let's get this money this week.
Scott Boyd with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results here from Wayne here in baseball, but get on board right now with one of those long-term passes. That will serve you well. And, of course, multiple capper promotion saves you even more money as well. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that great success. If we don't talk up with you tomorrow, we'll catch up with you again next week. But we can always catch you on those weekend shows.
Yes, sir. I'll definitely be on there, enjoying them with Jay, just like I enjoy being on here with you, Tony. Appreciate you for having me, and good luck on all your bets tonight, everybody.
You as well. Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue here on the show. It's time for my pick, and we reached right to the top of the hour here. I thought this had a later start, but my bad here. TCU and Texas Tech will be kicking off shortly on Fox 1, and our pick in this one is going to be here on TCU plus the 2.5 here against Texas Tech, and this is pretty much on the strength of the TCU offense coming in. We see the line move here coming down from an opener of 3. Red Raiders, have lost 2 straight, including that 17-point home loss at Kansas State. They've committed 10 turnovers in their past 3 games and forced 1, and they've only forced 1, so a -9 turnover margin. That's rough there for the Red Raiders. Tough to trust a team like that. And Raiders are also giving up 4 yards to carry on the ground and they're inefficient in their passing game. And TCU doing a good job of defending the run and holding quarterbacks just 55% completion rate here for the Horned Frogs. Good offensive team for the Horned Frogs, 465 yards a game. Pretty much a step down in class here, taking on Texas Tech, and they do run for nearly 5 yards a carry. They are a high-volume passing team, and I agree with the line move here, TCU plus the 2.5. All right, we are getting word here. I think we got injury news here. Somebody saying that Bradley out here for South Alabama as they take on Troy tonight, bottom of the hour. So keep an eye there on a backup quarterback there for South Alabama. All right, guys, over at Pick Dogs, I have a 3-pack up there as well as a best bet as well. My best bet is part of my 3-pack, so get on board with me over at Pick Dogs Premium. Remember the long-term pass, my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period you select. When you go over to my handicapper page and make that purchase, remember the promo code PICK at checkout, you'll save 15% off. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And let's get to the recap for today's show. All right, we start off with James like the Magic, laid the 2 against the Pistons. Big Guy McMordie says Purdue 15-1 to win the NCAA tournament, college basketball. Tony Brown, Vegas Golden Knights, puck line, laid the puck in half, plus 178 against the Jets. Rod was on Devils, puck line, laid the puck in half, plus 205 against the Wild. Millz Steelers, money line, minus 160 against the Titans. Jay like the Suns, laid the 9 against the Spurs. Wayne says 76ers Raptors under 215. I will be here on TCU plus 2.5 in this one here against the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And let's see the one that I like the most here from tonight's show. Let's see here. I like that puck line from Rod here with that Devils team. The way Wild playing poorly, we'll take Devils at plus 205 here. Man, that Vegas Golden Knight looks good as well too, but I'll take that one there with the Devils. All right, that's going to do it for this edition here of the drive-through. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Remember, back again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. They'll have their place for you in real time. Remember, to always get started with that morning show live here during the week, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. You got Jay, you've got Mitch, you got Chris with that morning show. Also, we got Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, betting tool show, his roundtable discussion, Jay's jam session, NBA, NFL, Chris with his wraparound NHL, Rod also with NHL videos, and of course, don't forget Millz with his UFC rundown, his prop videos of the day, Nick Menken now with Anytime Touchdown videos up there for you as well, and of course, Ron Romanelli rundown from college football now, as well as we said goodbye to the MLB season for next year, for this year until next year, MLB. All right, that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew tonight. We're going to say goodbye, guys. You guys have a